Robert Becker, Bluegrass Bushcraft. Been watching a lot of wood carving videos on YouTube. Favorites is Old School with a Modern Twist, James, and Do It Yourself Dark Matter, DIY Dark Matter. That's two of my favorite channels to watch for wood carving, and they've been showing their wood carving tools. So I thought I would show them the collection I've got so far, if they're interested. Okay, got this leather bag I found at Goodwill. Really like it. Got my hatchet that James made for me. That's one of my favorite wood carving tools. In the way it's designed, then get your hand right up there and get close-up work, use it for detail. Got my Mora hanging off this side. Use that quite a bit for carving, roughing out stuff, taking big chunks off. Okay, in here I carry my ceramic rods for sharpening, leather strop, got my, not sure exactly what you call that saw. It's handle and all, it's about 1 foot long. And it's got really super fine teeth on it, and I use that for wood carving a lot, especially on my spoons. I will use that. Anyway, y'all get the point. I will cut up to the curve of the spoon there. Just makes it easier to carve out without cutting into the bowl of the spoon. There's my latest spoon I made out of a piece of old pallet board I picked up at work. A really dark color to it. Yeah, I carry my butcher's block conditioner. Got a rawhide mallet. That ought to be good for hammering on the chisels without damaging them. Don't hit too hard. Carry this break-free wipes, gun wipes, to coat my chisels and wipe my chisels down after I use them, keep them from rusting. Keep just a little plastic camp spoon for just for a pattern. Gotta have my glasses, a pair of magnifying glasses. Just a pair of these work gloves. They're kind of textured, really good for keeping a grip on your work. Keep it from slipping. Less cuts that way. They're thin, they don't protect you from the blade, but I mean it keeps you from slipping, so in a way it protects you from the blade. Got markers and pencils. Got a spoon knife my buddy Dave from the Crafted channel made me. Somewhere I've got an antique spoon knife that I found in a antique store, but I've laid it down here somewhere in the shop. I don't. It's here. I'll find it when I get done cleaning. I made a lot of progress in here. Hard to tell, but I have. Alright, these next couple were Just no carbon steel steak knife. I found it was broken. I cut it down and made a little carbon knife out of it. And Melissa found this somewhere. It's stainless steel, but I got a pretty good edge on it. It makes a pretty good little carving tool. Picked this one up at an antique store. I really like it. I use it quite a bit. Got my old timer pocket carving tool. I carry that in my pocket when I'm out camping in the woods and don't want to carry a big carving kit. I'll carry it with me. And I don't know why this camera is not focusing today, but that's my Swiss made bowl gouge. They said it's a spoon gouge. It's a little large for a spoon gouge, but it worked really well when I was carving my Cuscas. There's my epoxy wood filler. I've got a pocket here on the front where zipper keep various grits of sandpaper. Alright, last I got this little cigar box, wooden cigar box, humidor I think you call them. Melissa found this somewhere and gave it to me. Cut that foam out and put it in there for my Miller Spall set. It's my favorite little wood carving set. That's my spoon gouge. It's my all-time favorite there, the one I use the most. Got my Japanese flush cut saw. Used this quite a bit over the years here in my shop. I mean, that is a really handy little saw. Got a little coarser teeth on one side, real fine on the other. This coarse side just cuts one way, but that fine side, it cuts real well both directions. Handle's a little chewed up on the end. I don't know what happened to it. It's like that when I bought it. But that's a handy little saw. Now, the flush cut saw I don't carry in the bag. I mean, it stays here in my shop, and this stuff stays in my shop. This is nothing special here. It's just a little X-Acto knife kit that I've had for several years. Missing the small one out of it. It's got all the blades. This one's a very similar set. Once again, missing the small one. I don't know what I'm doing with them. Missing a few blades. It's basically the same set, except it's I'm not sure what that's made out of. It's not a plastic, kind of like a Bakelite. The other one was in wood. Alright, this box right here. I'll tell you a story on this. Before I really got into wood carving, had somebody in the wife's family had died, and he had quite a few tools, and I went to it's like a family estate sale, and I was able to go through his shop and pretty much get what I wanted, fairly decent price. And so I bought boxes and boxes of stuff that a lot of it was due to woodworking and different things, some automotive tools, but I got quite a bit in that sale for really cheap. And anything that had anything to do with woodworking, I just threw in a box, threw them in boxes, and ended up buying it. And I remember getting this box here, and like I said, I wasn't into wood carving back then, but this had to do with woodworking, so I went ahead and bought it. Let's take a look in here. Good looking little set. Didn't realize it had so much in it, but it's got this little block plane, a small block plane. That's really nice. You see I planed the top of that little scrap piece of wood there. It turned out really well. Not sure what you call this. Got the little guide there. You can put it down. You can adjust how far in you want to make your cut, and drop your skewed knife blade down in here like this, and you can drag it and make a straight cut. Now, that'd be pretty handy for leather working right there. Okay, it's got a handy little whetstone here with it, like that on the handle. It's pretty neat. Don't see them too often on a handle like that. It's got like a little pick looking thing there. Come in handy. It's got the little heavier knife. It's just got a straight gouge on it right now. There's the small one with the skewed point. And look here. Now, is that going to be handy for carving spoons or what? That is just plumb handy right there. I've never seen that in an X-Acto kit before. I put it on my strop over there on my grinder on my leather strop wheel and stropped it a little bit. It does pretty good. Got a nice little gouge right there. Good for roughing out the spoons and bowls. And then take that round one and smooth it out. There's a large V gouge. What's wrong with this camera? It's a small V gouge. Kind of a long drop point lock blade. A small skew. And check that out. That is a little saw blade. So you can put that in that little X-Acto knife and got a little saw blade. His first, well, seen James in his video, he had a little saw blade in his. His is a little different, but that's going to be plumb handy. Also, in my bag I carry I got some spoon blanks cut out, drawed out. Another piece, this is all pallet wood. These pieces of broken pallets. A little rough there on the top, but I think I can carve down past that and it's going to be a pretty spoon. This one I was working on the other night, sitting on my porch after dark just by the porch light, and I've done quite a bit of work on it. I roughed this out with my bandsaw and sat on the porch and started carving the bowl out. Like I said, it was dark, I didn't pay any attention, just carving away by the porch light. So I got it out here today in brighter light, and this one is going to be a failure. Camera pick it up there or not. It's not wanting to focus, but it's cracked right down through here. There, you can see it right there. Got another crack there in front of my thumb. So it's got like a little sprout, tree branch trying to sprout out through the wood there, that's causing the crack in there. So consider that one a failure. Put it there with the other one. Carried it around in the bag till I broke it. That's the one that I carved through the bottom. I've got several blanks roughed out with my bandsaw to start carving on. Now this is a piece of wood like the one that I was working on there that split on me. Now that's going to be a pretty spoon. That's going to have some pretty grain in it. Well, let me tell you, this is some hard wood carve, whatever that is. I mean, it is really hard. There's another one. That's gonna have some pretty grain. Well, I can't wait to do these two and put that wood on them. The oil. And that's gonna look good. Look at that wood grain. I got several of those made out of that wood. That knot in the middle there don't cause me too much problem. They don't cause it to split on me like it did that other one. That one's going to be pretty. And there's more of this dark one. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty. Yep. Here, that one is cracked wide open. We'll have to forget that one. I can probably draw one down the side. I tried to draw it there on that wood where the difference in the wood grain was there, but it's split on me. This stuff must not have been completely dry. It must still be drying. If I do it right, no, I don't think I get much out of that one. Pretty green. Get that light colored wood in there, but it's not going to have much of a grain. Alright, almost forgot. Got the old round draw knife. I've heard different stories on what this is. I've heard they use it for scooping out the bottoms of chairs so they're not flat, make it more comfortable to set in. I was told it's for skinning bark off of trees, off logs. If any of y'all know for sure, let me know. I'm going to restore that sometime. Clean it up, put new handles on it. Alright, last. Been waiting on my wood lathe to start this project, and got this antique draw knife. It's hand forged, pretty sure. You know, I can almost guarantee it is. It's not perfect. This is handmade, and the handle there is about rotted off of it, and the other handle is already gone. So I've got my wood lathe now. I can make me a new set of handles for it, and I can heat the ends up this with a torch and straighten that out to put my new handles back on, and then heat back up and bend it over. So as soon as I pick out the wood I want, I'm going to restore this draw knife. And like I said, I got my lathe now to make the handles. And I'm going to try to get enough wood to make a matching set of handles for this rounded draw knife. Alright, thank you all for watching. God bless.